Hi, I'm Stan Oley, the Playmate Ball Machines Product Marketing Specialist, and I'm here to give you some tips on removing your Playmate Ball Machine control panel. Before we ever get started today, we want to make sure we're probably out in the parking lot or in a grassy area and not on the tennis court. We have the machine resting on some cardboard here so the hopper doesn't get scratched or damaged. It's ultra important that we have it tilted on a box here so we don't damage any of these antennas in the back by smashing them into the ground. Before we get started here, we're going to actually unplug it here, as well as, of course, unplug it from electricity. Now, when it comes to unplugging these, there are 7 total plugs. 6 are going to look like this guy right here. And it has a little pinch clip in the back. And so I pinch this and I can wiggle it with my thumb and release it. I don't want to tug on the wire itself or pull on it. I just want to pinch the clip and wiggle the plug. Now there's also this last plug here that's going to actually have a phone cable going into it. It's going to be the very last one. So there's 6 of these and 1 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and start by removing my retractable cable here. I'm going to unscrew these 4 Phillips screws on the outside of the control panel. So there's 3 Phillips screws here with little split washers, and then we have 1 Phillips screw here that has a cable restraint on it. So now that I've removed that, I'll set my screws aside, and you'll see that the control panel here is actually loose because this is actually a fully enclosed control panel. Some of the older versions of this will be here and with some double-sided gasket tape, and you'll have to push down on this to release that tape. And it should release pretty easy, but just know that that may occur if this is kind of snug still. Now, in removing the wires, you'll see that each wire here is numbered 5, and here it's 5. I'm just going to go ahead and start with the one closest to me. Again, just unplugging each one. Now my hand's a little bit tight here, so I can take this whole carriage and move it out of the way. Continue on down, pinching that last little phone cable. Now I'm going to push the power cord through the cabinet slot here. And the control panel is removed. Now what I'll do here before I send it in, I'm going to go ahead and reinsert these screws so I have them when it returns. If you have any questions, please stop at any point during this process and call the factory at 800-776-6770. We can contact your local authorized sales and service center. I'm sure they'll be happy to help you out. Thank you again for supporting Playmate products.